Hello viewers, well I'm still getting organised with things when it comes to the streaming recently. I've been working hard on the streaming, getting that set up, as well as keeping the video content going. It's always a bit of a balance. And pretty soon I'm going to be uploading my streams to YouTube as well for you guys to watch who aren't on Twitch or can't watch the content on Twitch. But I'll also upload small elements and cuts from those streams separately. So instead of ploughing through a long video, I'll have the odd highlights in terms of videos on here as well. And as well as the current games and the new stuff that I'll be testing, whatever the game is, whatever the genre in terms of racing. I'll also have some retro content as well. And recently I did some various retro bits, but I just thought I'd highlight this little bit from Toon Grand Prix 2. Now, before Gran Turismo, Kazunori was working on Toon Grand Prix and Toon Grand Prix 2, and he left a little Easter egg, Toon GTR, which for me was essentially the prequel to Gran Turismo, the thoughts, the seed in his mind. Anyway, I made a bit on a stream recently about it, and I thought I would share it here on the channel. Let's take a look. We're going to go into it again, just have a couple of runs. I'll bore you with a little bit of it, but so what are we thinking? Gran Turismo. So Toon Grand Prix 2, Toon Grand Prix 1 was revealed before the PlayStation was released. I think one of the crazy things about it was the plastic road that was a bit crazy. The game came out and it was a technical marvel using gorge shading, looked really nice, massive scale to the environments, but the handling was odd. It was a very weird handling game. In a way, the handling was closer to what you're seeing now in many respects, and it was unusual to play. Toon Grand Prix 2 was an unusual surprise when it came out, but again a technical marvel. Nice ideas, a lot of improvements to textures and approach, and of course when you completed the game you unlocked the goodies, and this is one of those goodies, of course, Toon GTR, which had these 2 test tracks. Now in Gran Turismo there was also a 60 FPS mode in the original PlayStation version, and I felt that Kazunori shared my own feelings of we just love 60 FPS, and I played a lot of the Ridge Racer high spec disc that was released on Ridge Racer 4 with the Japanese version, and it's a real shame it doesn't work anymore. It just stopped working. I just played it to death, and that's it really. If I get the chance to emulate it one day I will, though as I say, the emulation on my PlayStation here is still not perfect. Games actually run better on the hardware and higher frame rates than they do on the emulation, strangely. So I feel emulation still isn't there yet in terms of getting it absolutely right. You see a lot of frame rate judders and stuff, but actually it ran very smoothly on the main hardware. Now, stuff like this, obviously I'm a long way off the pace of where I was. So enjoyed running that at the time. You know, I felt quite strange. It was the first time putting it on in 20 years. For whatever reason, it's one of those games that you mean to play, and you play it every single day, and then one day you take it out and you just never play it again. You know, Gran Turismo came in, other games came in. Putting it on felt a bit strange, and it was a tremendous game at the time. It's a real shame that the audio didn't work on the main game. You know, the laser just skips these days, but it's still impressive to see how it runs on the original hardware, actually better than any emulation seems to run it as well. It's one of those sort of unusual Easter eggs to find. And I hope the people that watch the stream enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed it as well, just in this little clip you've seen here from the stream. I'm going to upload some of these streams, as I say, full length, see what people say. If they enjoy them, they don't enjoy them, then that's great, and we'll, or not, whatever, we'll find out how that goes. Feedback from you guys is always welcome. It always helps me out. I'm on my own here, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work all the time, just trying to make the best experience possible. But I hope you've enjoyed this little look at Toon GTR, and there'll be more from me very soon. Hello viewers, well thanks for watching the video today. Do like and subscribe, it supports what we do. Do become a YouTube member. YouTube Patreon supports all of our content you see on the channel, and of course lots of gaming from retro to modern games. I love it all in terms of racing action. So click on one of the 2 videos just there to find out more.